Now, for those people who are watching, right, and they're like, all right, we know what you do now. What's maybe the money potential, the income potential that somebody can have doing what it is that you do, and maybe how long will it take?
Well, so getting into plastic surgery is a long journey. It's a tremendous sacrifice. It took me about 16 years of schooling. So you go to high school, then you go to college. That's, everybody does. Then you got to go to medical school. That's 4 years. Then you got to get training, which is anywhere about 5 or 6 years after that. Then you get super training. So you end up being in your 30s to 35. So yeah, economically it's rewarding later on in life, but during that time you're struggling the entire time and you're sacrificing time. I would work about 120 hours a week. It was crazy. And all my friends, while they're successful in a lot of the things that they did, I was still back in school, still not really making any kind of money. When you finish, it becomes rewarding, but it's late in life that it happens.
Money potential that somebody can have doing what it is that you do.
I think your average plastic surgeon that's doing cosmetic or aesthetic surgery is probably around the $3 million mark, around there. And then you got guys that are supercharged and they do 10, 12. Then you got your supercharged guys that are doing 15, 16, 17 million a year. But then that's not taken home. You got to deduct overhead and all that kind of stuff. So most guys are anywhere between $1 million to $3 million probably a year.
Now, for these same people, right, how would they start?
So I think the path that we end up picking, it's more about the passion. It's not really about the money will come if you have passion. So anything you want to do in life, you've got to have that passion, and you're doing it for the right reasons. And when you have that passion, all you got to do is have it so much that you become the best at what you do, and everything will follow. So for me, the focus is not in what you can make, it's in what you can learn, what you can teach. Because my growth came from teaching. So I teach all over the world, written books on it, and I never would have gotten to where I got to without teaching and giving it away. So the focus was never on the money. The focus was on the education, learning as much as I could, and then giving it away so that I could learn even more and become higher. And along the way, you become the expert, you become the go-to guy, and everything starts to flow your way.
What would you rather have first? Would you rather have relationships first, or would you rather have money first?
Today it's more about the relationships because I'm looking at it more from a different perspective where it's not just about the acquisition of materialistic things, it's more about the relationships that you build in life. So a rich man has tremendous relationships with people around him. That'll bring you more in life than, because money comes and goes.
If you had a chance maybe to ask or tell God anything right now, what would you maybe ask or tell God?
I would say thank you. I would say thank you for every opportunity. The way I look at life today is every day is the best day of my life. Now look at the beauty in each challenge. Meaning that you're going to have hard days, real difficult days, but those are given to us by God, by the universe, to help us elevate and become a better version of ourselves. Every sadness, every difficult time is an opportunity to grow. It's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up. It's always about looking at the gratitude and finding the beauty in the challenge that you've got during that particular day.